Okay, eggs. Eggs. And a lot of problems going on with eggs here, folks. All right, eggs. Eggs. Turns out, with the nationwide egg shortages on the rise, Costco shoppers have been spotted wheeling out eggs by the cartful at the wholesale retailer. Okay. And yes, what I'm going to show you is real. I remember in 2020 when people at Costco were buying out toilet paper and paper towels, most notably toilet paper during the lockdowns. I mean, okay, fine. I guess if you had that toilet paper connection, you know, you were the most popular guy in the street, so whatever. It is what it is. Eggs are gone in less than 10 minutes at Costco. There's no audio here, but you got people just saying, look at this. Like, what people, what are you doing buying it? Are you gonna like corner on the black market? Like, what are you doing? What are y'all doing? People, like, seriously, what are eggs the new Bitcoin now? Just like how it was in toilet paper? Like, look at this. Uh, Dabby Dabs. Did somebody say eggs? Russell Brand, which, by the way, hey, Russell Brand, what are you doing with that hard boiled egg with P. Diddy? All right. Okay. Again, Wendy, you know what? That's probably correct. That's nuts. Guess they're going to resell. Absolutely. Okay. Okay. Egg shortage. I blame the RGTO movement. Roosters going their own way. Absolutely. Gray Walker joined third party. Those roosters, they're going their own way. They're on OFP, their own effing program. They're going their own way now. The roosters don't have time for this anymore, okay? Matt says egg coin. Everybody else. Spider, A, says Spider77, eggs will become a status symbol. Look, okay? Okay. Grape and Time, Russell Christian eggs, Bitcoin. Yes, who knows? Who knows? And yes, there is the issue of bird flu right now. If bird flu was real, we would see dead birds everywhere. There is a concern about, the issue of bird flu. So there you go. So right now, this is from the U.S. Sun. Tons of videos circulating online showing customers piling up dozens of cartons of eggs at the kitchen commodity as kitchen commodity becomes shorter in supply. According to TikTok, the store's inventory of eggs was empty in under 10 minutes. A single carton of store brand eggs at Costco contains 24 eggs. The comment section was flooded after the video showed members buying up all the carts. Oh my goodness. That's what's wrong with the world. People don't know how to share. They are greedy and selfish, one user wrote. Another, like in the chaos of shoppers panicking during COVID, reminds me of the toilet paper craze during COVID. A similar Reddit post had users expressing their frustration with the chaos. Okay, so folks, listen, let's go ahead and talk about it. I'm bringing this up here too. One user commented that the local Costco location had implemented a 3-carton limit and that was running out of eggs around noon. The stores around me definitely ran out due to panic buying. Everybody calm down. Just calm down. All right, there was a limit of 2 per purchase, but people would just drop them off in their cart and come back for more. Another added. Costco, which is known for selling groceries at cheaper prices than competitors, has not been immune to the price hikes that have affected national retailers. The cost of eggs increased nearly 38% between the fall of 2023 and the fall of 2024, according to data from the United States Bureau of Labor Statistics. With bird flu devastating the poultry industry, eggs are becoming scarce as retail stores struggle to meet demand. Well, just remember, be nice to chickens, folks. They are Tyrannosaurus Rex's great many great grandkids. Okay, so there you go. The average egg price for 1 dozen eggs at the state by fowls in the great state of Hawaii, $9.73. Oh, how sad. In Illinois, it's $4.82. Goodness gracious, what's going on here? What else we got here? In California, it's $6.05. I really feel sorry for the people in Hawaii. My God. Oh, goodness gracious. What else we got here? Hold on. Let's see if we can find a cheaper price here. I know Indiana better represent. Indiana was probably the cheapest price. $4.33. Oh, wait, Missouri's beating you. It was $4.24. And Nebraska, too, $4.25. Okay, so Indiana, Nebraska, and Missouri. So thankfully, I live close to the great state of Indiana. So if I need to get some eggs, I get on the Fury Road. I get them cheaper there. Okay, just like cheap gas, everything else. But this, folks, it's getting out of control. the price hikes and everything. So expert analysis in an exclusive interview with the U.S. Sun, Dr. Jim Keene, the director of veterinary sciences for the United States Department of Agriculture, provided insight into the bird flu outbreak, which has gradually become the worst in the nation's history. There is no surprise that there is an egg shortage and subsequent high egg prices. There is simply a mismatch between supply and demand, causing a rise in prices. Keene claimed that over 100 million poultry have been killed due to the virus. The epidemic is only getting worse and is here to stay. I believe that this US H5N1 bird flu virus is now an epidemic or made itself permanently at home here. So, folks, now's the time to buy some chicken, okay? Now's the time to buy your own chickens and start your own farm. You know, by the way, there was another fear at Costco, too, where their classic $1.50 hot dog will face a price hike. If that happens, we're in end times. Donald Trump, listen, buddy, I'm gonna level this here. We have a higher price for a Costco hot dog. It could cause a global crisis, the likes of which even God has never seen.
Radio station just censored the word devil. Clearly, we are on a different level. I guess you wouldn't notice all the rolling boulders crashing past your shoulders when you're taught to shift your focus lower, scream at all the pebbles, cheering on the bombers because you can't abide the rebels. But I bet you'll wring your bloody hands when all the dust has settled, when the last little limb is pulled from Gaza's twisted metal. Then you can say how you were led astray, and never once in all your days would you have knowingly supported all the genocide for which you clapped and prayed. But they baited you with unconfirmed blurbs about babies until you were filled with rage. Yet someone told you babies had been starving, bombed, and caged for nearly 80 years in Gaza, and you looked the other way. So regret, but make it fashion. Go and pluck that final petal off a hyacinth on Instagram for every kid they kettled. Every son that Israel imprisoned when they're little, that they tortured for a decade, then surprised with their acquittal. And when they got released and saw their parents and whatever siblings hadn't met the missiles, they stared right through their middle. Their eyes don't seem to focus, and their words are all but dribble, like they're pondering the darkest riddle. That is, how many false flags does it take to make humanity inhuman and uncivil, distorted by the revel? The crooked slant where Israel contorts into America, Biden bathing Bibi in a bloodbath in the bevel. I opened up my feed and I saw children disassembled. Turned some music on and heard the station censor devil. Imagine thinking Doja Cat's a threat to moral fabric in the single largest terror cell that ever felled a temple, that ever sparked a cleansing, that ever burned a market, that ever raped with bayonets or carpet-bombed apartments, that ever turned your water off and left you in the darkness, left you doing surgery on children while they're conscious. You sing the devil's praises every time you sing our anthem. You sing a hymn to him that watched us birth a million phantoms. You'll proudly wave his flag, and yet you will not name the devil? Well, clearly, we are on a different level. I can give you names, shit, I'll give you several. They say the devil wears a different face for every general, like a composite of the char he brought to fields of emerald, and the wail of every childhood we made ephemeral. So who else has left the stain of blood on everything they touch? Who else can starve civilians and they don't so much as blush? Who else has paid for Gaza being flattened into dust? If there's ever been a devil on this earth, then it is us. That's U.S. What an ugly couple letters. Feeding shit and ignorance to those it chose to tether. From the river to the sea, both are slowly growing redder. For the devil that you know just knows you better. It knows every gut reaction it could ever make you feel. It knows fear is that which wakes you up and gets you on your wheel. It knows just the kind of story that will justify its war. And the scripts are wrapped for World War IV. So just imagine my surprise to give the radio a listen and to hear such pious morals out of Zionists and Christians that they'd take the devil's name and try to clip it from existence while they carry out his bloody business. You would wave a fascist flag, and yet you honor not your Iblis? Name you not Apollyon? Hush you now your witness? Bleed the name of Belial till tongue is rolling listless in the man-made mouth of Mammon, as Lamia's whispers listen. When carts are wheeling bodies through the cities that we crushed, and the very air is rotten with decay of all that was, who else would censor devil yet behave as Legion does? If there's ever been a devil on this earth, then it is us. U.S., but not a unity of souls. More a mass of corporations turning houses into holes, turning people into puppets, turning puppets into mold, turning mold into nutrition bars worth their weight in gold because they're bombing every bakery and burning every field with phosphorus that never once has wanted for a meal. The devil wears a mask and it delights in the reveal, in that moment where the face is let to peel. We do not love the underdog. We do not cheer the rebels. We lust for all their blood until the dust has finally settled. Then pity just ourselves that we were so misled to revel. Proudly wave his flag, and yet we will not name the devil.